It looks like it's like hanging from a noose, though. So we had to kind of like, we were like, that doesn't look right.
So creepy.
I know. We fixed it.
Does working in sort of this fantasy realm, do you think it makes you a better actor? Because literally anything is possible within the confines of this universe, and you have to be able to sell it and make it believable. Does that make you a better actor, you think?
Yeah, it's like hard. Like just even our powers. I guess your power isn't the same, but my like stink face power that, that's all CG. It's really awkward to like be Valkyring someone or whatever, however you say it, and you're just kind of like staring at them for a really long time. Actually, in answer to that question before, yes, probably like one of my least and most favorite scenes is we're all being, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but it's out of context, but we're all being, like Bo is sucking energy from all of us. And so we're like in a line, and it was like myself, or it was Paul, myself, Chris, like Zoe, like anyway, it just goes on. And so we're all like getting our chi sucked. And it's like really weird to like get your chi sucked. Like you should just try it right now. Like just go, like this. It's like you look and feel like a complete idiot. And so I have Paul to the side and Chris is like getting so into it. And the camera is just like panning like back and forth on all of us. And Paul and I could not keep it together. Like we were like, like, and then trying not to look at each other, but then I'd look at, so I wouldn't look at Paul because he's laughing, but I'd look at Chris and he's so into it that I was like totally screwed. So then we saw the final cut of it, and Paul and I just aren't in the scene. Like, he's just not there. So clearly we did not get a single second of actual realistic chi sucking.
Would you agree? Does it make you a better actor?
I mean, it gives you a lot more freedom to play and explore things, because anything you can, your imagination is sort of like you can do within the parameters of the character, but it does give you freedom. But yeah, the chi sucking thing, I had to do that with Anna, I think just once, and it was just so weird. And like I'm looking at my face in the, when I saw the episode, and I was like, oh God, like it just looks horrible, and there's nothing going on when you're shooting it, like Rachel said. It's just like you're just
it looks
like,
great after, but like during it, you're just together being like, and Anna was like, how do you think I feel? I meet these like day players who come on set for like an episode, and I'm like, hi, I'm Anna. It's like weird.
Hi there.
Hi. Love you guys. Team Dark all the way, right? Come on.
No. Yeah.
Who's not? Come on, Team Dark.
All right.
All right.
Well.
All right. We got Team Light here. Okay. Whatever. So there seems to be a recurring theme of mortality in this season. I mean, it's been there in other seasons, but it's more so in this season. I mean, we've already discussed Tamsin's mortality, Ebony's mortality, Lauren's, Kenzie's already had a brush with death. So, I mean, we've already had quite a few characters die. Can we expect a lot more to die? And if
I've died on this show.
a lot, yeah.
I went off a cliff, and Chris went off with me, and then I told him
back.
that he but I knew about it before he did, that we were going to go off a cliff. So I decided to fuck with him and tell him that we were dying. And he was like, what? I just bought a house. Actually, to say I felt so bad would be a lie. I didn't. But then, because I didn't tell him even after that, I was like, yep, we are dying. And then he went to Jay and Vanessa, and he was like, I'm dying. But then we came back. Thank you, sci-fi.
I mean, a lot of people can notice that especially with Ebony and with Tamsin, they seem to be getting like the short end of the stick here. Like they're just, everything about them is turning out pretty badly. So I think, at least I'm worried about you guys. I think everyone else may be worried too. I don't know. And
thanks, guys.
Should you die, you will always live on in our hearts, and our hearts will go on.
There you go.
I do stand up.
That was so cheesy. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go.
Yeah. Okay, well, as far as deaths go, would you prefer? I mean, you know what's going to happen, but just put it out there. Would you prefer, if you were to write this, go horribly or go kind of in a sweet, affectionate kind of death? Like nice or horribly?
For me or Em?
Huh. Well, I'll let you answer it any way you would like.
I actually asked Michael Grazzi, who's one of the writers on the show. He sat down with me before the season, and he said, you know, what would you like to see happen for Tamsin? And I said, I'd either like to see her find that love that I think she's been looking for, or just go down in, like, terrible flames. Mm-hmm. And he was like, okay, and somehow managed to give me both. So, yeah, both. I can have the best of both worlds in this show.
Cool.
I agree with that. I think go out in a way that is, you know, that people are still compassionate towards your character, still have some, you know, where you're not hated, and you die and it's like, they're like, good, she's gone. But then have it be dramatic enough and kind of have enough of an impact to be shocking and somewhat horrible.
Yeah, go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to say you guys are really, really amazing. And I know someone already said this, but you're even more beautiful in person.
It's okay, keep it coming.
Between last season and this season, both your characters end up going through this just incredible transformation, and you end up both going to a place of vulnerability in like different ways. And I just wanted to ask, how did that affect the way that you prepared to play the role, how you prepared for a scene as opposed to the way that your characters both were before? And how did it affect the way that you viewed your characters personally?
Well, my scene with Anna, when she breaks up with me because we weren't dating because I was delusional. I just thought of like every dick who'd ever broken my heart, and then you just started crying. I mean, like, I think that's like pretty easy to prepare for because, you know, most of the situations you go through on the show, whether it be sci-fi or regular, I mean, it's all part of the human experience. So we've all experienced that before, and you can draw on it from there. But I loved seeing Tamsin's vulnerability. But that season 5 was kind of cool because she was like such a bitch in season 3, and then she was so sort of innocent and naive in season 4, and then it was the marriage of the two in season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it was nice to actually show a vulnerable side of the Morrigan as opposed to just, you know, come in, say some sassy stuff and leave, kill people, that sort of thing. You know, that's, you know, talking about personal experience and drawing from it. If you're to play an assassin or like a killer, you've done that?
Wait, what?
If you were like you said, drawing from personal experience.
So play an assassin or a killer?
Yeah, like let's say you're a serial killer and something.
I haven't killed anyone. Yet.
There's
Night is
still
young.
time.
Yeah. The night is young.
So I think, you know, and no matter what it is, you can draw from something in your life that, you know, has brought you some sort of traumatic experience or emotional something that, you know, whether it is playing a serial killer or you can identify with a part of that person because they are still people and they have feelings and maybe they just don't know they have feelings anymore. But no, I thought it was great. Shut up. No, I was really happy with the way, you know, at least I was able to have a more vulnerable side of the character as opposed to just, you know, one thing all the time. So that was nice.
Well, and that's what makes a character redeemable. That's what makes people root for you.
Yeah,
know?
like you have to be likable because even if you're the villain, you still have to try to bring some redeeming qualities to that. Otherwise, people just hate you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which they might still, but yeah.
Well, because we're running down on time, we will get through these questions quickly, but just keep it brief so then we can do the auction, which I know we're all looking forward to.
So yeah, we'll also stop like rambling on.
Yeah, we'll keep our answers brief.
Serial killers have emotions.
They're people too.
Hi, sorry.
That's cool. Hi. Love both of you guys. I love your characters. They're awesome. I'm just curious. I know she was only in like 2 episodes, but what was it like working with Linda Hamilton?
She's so divine. I love her. She's just so real, you know? And Terminator came out the year I was born, and I'd never seen it, but obviously I knew who she was. And it was funny because sometimes talking to her, it came out so organically, you know? Like she's not a name drop or anything, but it's just her life. Like she'd be like, well, you know, Jim and the kids. And I was like, James Cameron, okay. And then she'd be like, oh yeah, Arnold. And I was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yep. She's like a Hollywood legend, and you'd never know it. She's just so down to earth, says it like it is. She was rad. I was so glad that she came back. And she's like a mama bear, you know. She'd be like, tell me about your dates. So I loved her a lot.
All right, thank you.
Cool. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Questions more about the relationship you had with Anna, with Bo's character. Dyson and Lauren seemed more physical when their relationships began, but yours is more organic because you were adversarial at the start. Yeah. How did that feel transitioning from the adversary to getting into the bathtub with her? And you're not supposed to exist.
Pretty good.
And then the breakup, which was like heartbreaking. That was like the hardest breakup, I think, of all the 3 people in that triangle.
Yeah, I think oftentimes in real life when you really don't like someone, it's either something you really don't like in yourself, or maybe you just really like them a lot, and you know, for whatever reason, or there's something. I feel like in Bo and Tamsin, they were equals in a lot of ways, you know, so they kind of got on each other's nerves, but at the end of the day, they could take each other on in a very unique way that neither had experienced before. The transition seemed pretty seamless because it was slow and kind of the way that it is in real life. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have thought like, that dude sucks, and then figured out you're like, oh, maybe I'm in love with them. But yeah, the breakup was so harsh. And I think the part of that too was because they hadn't just gone right into a romance. They'd been friends, and I think Tamsin relied on Bo for so much more than just dating. You know, I mean, Bo was really her family. She was the first person who believed in her beyond her kind of physical ability, and saw something special within her heart that was different. And so, yeah, it was sad when they broke up. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. It sucked. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get through these final 2. Hi.
Hi. I just want to know, what was the funnest mean thing you did on the show? Like, as your characters.
Oh, I was like, so many things. What was the most fun mean thing you did on the show?
Like as a character, or
no? I know that was
like,
what I said
to each other.
As a character.
Oh, as a character. Gosh, I can't. I think giving Kenzie crap. Like there was like a couple episodes where it was fun working with Ksenia, and it was. I think there was a couple of episodes where I was just so mean to her, and I'd say horrible things to her. But it was funny because I love Ksenia, and she always had sassy little things to say back. Yeah. But that's a hard question because I'm trying to think, like going through the Rolodex in my mind of episodes, but I don't know.
I just liked being mean to Chris, I guess. Like just, you know, we kind of had also an adversarial relationship a bit, and that was really fun. It wasn't fun being mean to Anna. Like even before a scene, like we'd be like, oh, ha, yeah, cool, ha, and they'd be like, hate you, because you'd have to remember that you you know. And I really liked Chris too, but it was more just ha, whatever. But but then I'd feel bad. Like after Chris, I'd say a one-liner and just it was whatevs. But after with Anna, I'd be like, but I didn't mean it, you know, because she's just so nice. And yeah, so probably some of the shit I did to Chris, I guess.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi there.
Hi. If you could have a Fae ability, which one would you choose?